Hi, you're watching the KXUA-UATV Studio Concert Series. I'm still your host, Creste, and now I have my guest, Timber.
What's up?
All right, my first question for you. How did you get started as a one-man band?
Well, there used to be two people, and then, the other guy quit answering his phone, and I didn't really want to go to the trouble of coming up with a new band name, so I just kept playing the songs that we've been writing, and now I'm here, basically.
So, when you write music now, do you pretend like he's still there, or what motivates you to write music now?
Well, it's kind of a neurosis, I guess. Like, I can't not write music. I've tried to stop, it hasn't been successful. I just keep doing it.
Do you have music build-up? Do you ever have a threat of explosion?
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's dangerous. So, I understand that you did a 100 songs in 100 days project. Can you please explain that and how it turned out?
Well, when I graduated, I was afraid that I would not do anything and just sit around and not really know what to do. And so I went on tour immediately after graduating and then started trying to write 100 songs in 100 days, one song a day, like completely write, compose, record, finish entirely one song every day for 100 days. And it kind of made me insane. Like, it was very hard. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And so I only made it to about 50 songs. And so now I call that project the Failed 100 Songs project. And you can actually get that. I actually am selling that.
Plug it.
It's called Treading Weird Waters, 20 selections from the Failed 100 Songs in 100 Days project.
So how did you distribute that music, that particular project? Because I know it's a little bit different than your other music.
Well, I kept a blog, so every day I would update the blog and post the new song. That was part of the project, was to show that I was doing it, was to post the song every day at the end of the day, just to prove it. And so they're all still available online on my MySpace. You can download and sort of go through the project and download each song. Or, you can download it from my MySpace. All my music is free on MySpace if you want to go and download it there. And I also sell CDs. So if you want an actual product that I made by hand, I'll sell it to you. Or I'll send it to you. If you want to send me an email and give me your address, I'll mail it to anybody.
Do you trade?
I do trades. I sell things. I do trades. Anything really to, share my music. I really am not too stingy about it.
Well, speaking of sharing music, you said something about a tour. How many tours and where have you toured to?
I've done one tour, and it was basically, pretty quick tour through Texas at a couple of venues. Not very many people showed up, so I don't know if I'm ever going to try that again.
Well, did you make an effect on anyone on that trip?
Yeah, I think people liked it. I went to a place in Houston called Super Happy Funland that's pretty awesome. I would recommend anybody that does interesting music to go play there, because it's a pretty cool place.
Well, from the sounds of the way you seem to do your music, do you have any advice for the viewers out there on benefits and losses of doing DIY music?
Well, the benefit is you don't have to worry about what anybody else thinks, because you're not trying to make money. You're just trying to sort of fill a nagging void in your life. So the benefits are, my music is completely personal. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to do anything that anybody would really want to put on MTV or anything. I'm just fulfilling a need inside myself, and that's the real benefit, because you don't waste a bunch of time trying to, get people to come to your show and promote yourself and spend lots of money on everything. Like, all the music, everything I make, I try to make sure that it's almost costs nothing to me to make. Like, I try and find ways so that it's free for me to make it, and that way I can just give it away and I don't have to, do an overhead. What was the other part of the question?
Losses?
Losses?
Any downside to DIY?
Well, maybe not in DIY, but being a one-man band is hard because you have to be your own advocate. you have to say, this is what I need, this is what I want to do. I don't, and it's really hard when you have to play with somebody when there's 5 guys in a band, and they're arguing with you about, order or when you're going to play, and they're trying to put you on last, and you just have to be your own advocate because, it's tough, because you have to load everything yourself, you have to set it up, you're the only one that knows how everything works. It's difficult to do. So I guess if you're trying to be a one-man band, the only advice I would have was just keep it as simple as possible, because if anything goes wrong, it's all up to you to fix it, and it can be very stressful. So just keep it as simple.
Well, will you play? Are you selective about any shows you play? What do you prefer?
I'll play anywhere. There's a couple places, I don't really love playing bars, but, I'll play a bar. Here in Fayetteville, I will not play at the Boom Boom Room because that place, they're just jerks. Like, I don't, I've never had a worse experience there.
At least as of 2009.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't played there since then, and I'm never going to play there again. But I prefer playing house shows. Like, go to house shows, play house shows. They're great. That would be my recommendation.
Well, if you have a house and you want a show and you wanted to contact you or Timber, where would you find that information? And
myspace.com/timber, or you can send me an email. It's timbermusic@gmail.com.
Okay, well, that's great. All right, so I'm Creste. This is Timber. Be prepared to rock.
Okay. Check 1.